that we mentioned before in a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ used to pray the Sunnah at home, and then he would go out to the masjid to attend the congregational prayer. Then he would save the Sunnah to offer it at home, oftenly. Okay, so he's saying that if we go to perform Hajj or Umrah, would that apply there, that we should offer the Sunnah like in the hotel room or wherever? The situation is different. When the Prophet ﷺ said in the hadith, صلاة في مسجدي هذا تعدل ألف صلاة فيما سواه إلا المسجد الحرام, and this is a sound hadith, which means offering one single prayer in my masjid. And the Prophet ﷺ was talking about his masjid, the prophetic masjid in Medina. One single prayer that you offer there, whether it's fard or nafl, is 1,000 times superior to offering the same prayer anywhere else. The same prayer you offer in al-Masjid al-Nabawi is better than praying the same prayer, Asr prayer, Sunnah before Asr, Sunnah before after Dhuhr. Tahajjud is 1,000 times better than praying the same prayer anywhere else on earth except in al-Masjid al-Haram. In the case of al-Masjid al-Haram, that it is 100,000 times better. And that's why the scholars understood from that with regards to the prophetic masjid in Medina, the prayer must be offered inside the masjid. Those who come late and they pray in the front yard or the backyard outside the doors of the masjid, they will not be eligible for this 1,000 times better reward. Why? Because the Prophet ﷺ specified, he said, in my masjid. What about the expansion? Whenever there is an expansion, the first expansion was at the time of Uthman ibn Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, in the year, I believe 35, after the migration of the Prophet ﷺ, that is inside the masjid, that counts as praying inside the masjid. Then there have been further expansions, and now it's going further more up to the hotels area. As long as it is within the boundaries of the masjid, and the walls and the doors, that counts as inside the masjid. It should be fard and nafl. So I shouldn't waste an opportunity of praying even the nafl before or after the fard prayer in the hotel room or outside the masjid, rather to be inside the masjid. With regards to Al-Haram in Mecca, the scholars have a different opinion. They said Al-Haram in Mecca is the whole Mecca, not just the Kaaba and Al-Masjid. What's your reference? They said it's in Surah Al-Isra. Allah the Almighty says, سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا. Glory be to the one who took his servant Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in a night journey from where? Al-Masjid al-Haram. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asleep at his house. He was not in Al-Masjid al-Haram. So they understood that Al-Masjid al-Haram covers the whole Mecca area, the whole sanctuary of Mecca, ila al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Because of that, they said if you pray anywhere in Mecca, you will be given this reward. That's why the most sacred city on earth is Meccatul Mukarramah. So, if you pray in the hotel, if you pray in another masjid, yes, you will be receiving the multiple reward. But still, offering the prayer in the Kaaba, in the masjid of the Kaaba, has a greater reward, of course. So, for the Hujjaj, for the pilgrims, and for the Mu'tamirin and the visitors, you should seize this opportunity and make sure that you offer all the prayers in Al-Haram. Barakallah fikum.